taken holiday in about 2 years. Take the next week off, alright? From the end of today.
Thank you very, very much for bringing your film along. I really enjoyed it. Was this the first film you made, or have you made a few other films apart from this?
This was sort of made just after I graduated. I did a degree in sort of experimental film, and so I wanted to apply some of that to a narrative, basically. But it was made sort of realising nearly a year ago, so quite a long time ago now.
Cool. It does have a really artistic feel about it. I quite like the really kind of claustrophobic narrow angles, and then you juxtapose it almost straight away with these really kind of long angles where you can see lots and lots of things going on. Was that something that was purposeful? Did you want to kind of bring a loneliness to it, or is there anything else that I've missed?
Sort of mainly what it was about was this person's loneliness, essentially, and as the story progresses and she gets more and more sort of mental, the shots kind of change, and so they get more and more bizarre, and yeah, I really like the green mould. That was quite cool. How did you achieve that? How did you achieve that effect? What did you make it out of to stick on your actress Kitty? Yeah, I just bought some like gunk from a children's toy shop, so I just used that. It cost about £1. Nice. Yeah, I unfortunately don't have any like recipe for gunk. Oh no, that's really cool. Did it come polka dotted as well? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it actually comes in a range of colours as well. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Excellent. What equipment did you use? I noticed that you wrote it and you directed it and you produced it. Did you use a particular camera? Was there anything that you wanted to use it for? I used a Canon 7D with a Zeiss lens, and sort of me and my friends sort of borrowed a Steadicam from a rental place. But apart from that, that was pretty much it, really. And it takes quite a while to get used to a Steadicam as well. So by the time we could actually use it, we had to give it back. But yeah, no, apart from that, just that and Final Cut, edit it on Final Cut, and yeah, that's it really. Oh, excellent. And what inspired the story? Well, I sort of wanted to write something that had to do with somebody sort of uncovering their sexual repression, and I knew that I wanted to make a sort of a monster film as well and have the two sort of combine, which basically is what happened. And so everything that she starts to see starts to sort of reveal parts of her sort of psyche that she didn't know was there. So these physical sensations that she starts to experience, the more that she experiences those, the more she sees this iguana that has taken the form of her sexual repression. And so then towards the end she manages to conquer that. And so in my head it's a happy ending, because she deals with that. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't know it was an iguana until you saw that next shot where you're coming over the back of her shoulder. It kind of looked like a dog when it was coming through the bathroom door. A really small dog? Yes. Really small. Yeah, it was supposed to be an iguana. Yeah, I don't know why you thought it was a dog, but yes. Awesome. Okay, are there any questions from the audience?
It sort of reminded me of a Razorhead. Have you seen that? Yeah. So what are you in film? Which film makes you influenced by?
David Cronenberg as well, definitely. Sort of body horror stuff. Also, weirdly enough, it doesn't really make sense, but I also saw Shame before that by Steve McQueen with Michael Fassbender, and I sort of wanted for the beginning a slight. I mean, mine's much more heightened and sort of over dramatic, but that sort of greyness that he has throughout that sort of bleakness at the beginning, I wanted that as well. Yeah, but apart from that, nothing like directly I can think of.
Cool. Lynch and Cronenberg, the two Daves. Any other questions? Yes.
Phil, I'm just wondering if you might have seen like Valerie and Her Week of Wonders. I think it's
before.
No,
You might be
I've seen
interested
it.
in that. It reminded me of your character. It's a bit different. It just reminded me of the journey of the female character.
Oh, cool.
That
What's it
might be
called?
one you. It's called Valerie and Her Week of Wonders.
Mm.
It's kind of abstract. It's got elements of abstract in it, but it sort of follows a narrative.
Nice.
Kind of. It's kind of, you know, similar.
Oh. No, I haven't seen it. That sounds good.
Yeah.
It's one to check out. Are there any other questions? Yes.
Okay, so sexuality is the villain.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
She sees it as a villain because she's scared of it.
And it's portrayed by an iguana.
That she imagines, yeah.
That's awesome. Wow, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Cool, thank you very much. Any other questions? Yes.
Why an iguana?
Yeah.
It's an obvious, you know.
It's a good
It's
question.
not the first thing you think of when you think,
Why is sex an iguana? Yeah.
Well, I knew that I wanted a monster sort of figure, and I thought as sort of sex is very hot-blooded, I thought that a cold-blooded creature associated with those things would be sort of an interesting juxtaposition.
Should have put a tattoo of a girl on the iguana. Should have a tattoo.
Yeah, that's maybe part 2.
So part 2 then.
Yeah, they end up just sort of, getting on and it fizzles out.
Cool. So a really, really interesting metaphor to start the night with. So thank you very, very much, Kate Lloyd.